Have you ever felt overwhelmed, uncertain, either trying to accomplish something or not even really sure what you're trying to accomplish and you can't figure it out? I know I felt that way. This is Frank Jaworski from Engineer Your Life, and from hiking recently, I came up with 4 steps that you could use for achieving a goal, even sorting out what goals you have. And today I'm going to go over 2 of those. Picking a path or breaking down things into separate paths and then being prepared. And the other 2 that I will make another video for will be taking one step at a time and making sure to enjoy the journey. So my girlfriend and I really like to hike. I started hiking maybe 5-6 years ago. The first piece of hiking that you have to do is you have to pick a trail, pick where you want to go. It sounds very simple, but if you apply that to your daily life, that would be, okay, what am I actually trying to do? You know, when you're feeling overwhelmed and you're not certain, you have all these things going around, if you can take the time and sit down and break things down into a separate path, the paths that you want to be on. What am I trying to do? What I started doing was I break down my life into different paths, different journeys. You know, my physical body is one. My relationship with my partner, my relationship with my daughter, my relationship with my friends, you know, my learning, my job. I write them all down daily and weekly and have a plan for each of them. So that is my way of kind of applying something that I learned from hiking to daily life. Another piece of that would also be to view it as a journey, you know, to understand that you're on a journey. That would be another way of applying that. But really, I like the idea of selecting the paths that you're on and understanding them. Where are you trying to go? You know, what do you want to actually achieve? Where are you trying to go with your life and the different pieces of it? And now the second piece is being prepared. This is something that my girlfriend has really helped me with, because the first hike I did that was a arduous, very difficult hike, I just did with a $5 backpack, a jug of water, and a loaf of bread. And I had Skechers on and jeans. Now, when we hike, we pick the trail ahead of time just to figure out what you're gonna need to do to get to that goal, which is reaching the end of the trail and, well, making it back, hopefully, too. That is related to being prepared in life. If you've broken things down into journeys and you have these goals now and you know where you want to go and you know the path, the next step would be, well, what am I going to need to do to get there? What resources and skills is it going to take? What are the steps I'm going to need to do? Being able to figure that out is extremely important. You can know where you want to go, but it's very overwhelming if you don't know what it's going to be like. There are going to be things you're going to have to adapt to, and that's almost another step on this. It's almost a characteristic, but you're going to have to be adaptable. But if you analyze something that you want to achieve, you can at least understand what you're going to need to do. Dig into it, and if you know all those pieces, it's less overwhelming. You can see, well, okay, I understand what I have to do, and it'll help clarify the things that you're trying to accomplish. And I learned that from hiking. So let's recap. We had 2 steps out of the 4 that I was going to talk about, relating hiking to daily life when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not sure what you're trying to do, you have goals, but they seem too far away. First thing, pick a path, separate out the separate things you're trying to do. When you're hiking, what hike are you going to take? Am I going to hike, Everest, or am I going to hike a little trail around the corner? In your life, where am I trying to go? What are the pieces of it? Breaking it down into separate journeys, understanding where you're trying to go. Second step, to be prepared. Okay, now that you've picked kind of where you're trying to go, the trail, you're trying to reach a goal, what do you need? What resources, what skills? When you know where you're trying to go, and you're prepared and you understand what it takes and you research something, you can figure out what it's gonna need, what's gonna take from you. The next video, I'll go into 2 other really important pieces of it, which is taking one step at a time, and hand in hand with that is enjoying the journey. I also want to throw out there, hiking is something that's really made my life better. Just being out in nature and walking. When I first started hiking, I just wanted to get up to the top. I wanted to finish the trail and get home and eat a big dinner like I earned it, eat some candy. And the last couple years, thanks to my girlfriend, I've grown to really like being in nature and appreciate just being outside and enjoying it. Still hike fast, still like to challenge myself, I have a lot more fun now. And I really encourage just being outside in nature. It'll also help you feel better. I hope these 2 steps helped you get more clarity. And I can be more specific. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, just let me know. This is Frank from Engineer Life, and I hope this was helpful.